Hi guys, so welcome to the flight today. Today what we're doing is we've got a all systems failure. The aircraft is completely shut down mid-flight and the engines are not going to start as this flight was going real time and the engines just was not having it. We've already got the ram air out right now. We just left Helsinki and we're going to make our way back to Helsinki airport with no engines, just the ram air turbine. So right now we're just making our left turn back around. We've opened up the ram air, so in just a second we will get some electrical power back into the aircraft. As you can see, all systems are froze. There is nothing that can help us now apart from returning back to the airport. So from the airport we are around 28 miles away and we're at 14,000 feet. So in a second you're going to see me level the aircraft to a point where we were holding around 190 knots. So we were just on the tip of the yellow bar for stall, but kept it there, came down around just under 1,000 feet per minute. Right now we're backtracking back to Helsinki, and when we make our next right turn we was lined up for 04 left, where I made a slight correction to go back onto 04 right so we can come right down into the runway. So right now we literally don't have no systems that can help us apart from knowing exactly how far away we are. And then to top that, we tried numerous engine starts, and as you can see on our flight display it even says in-flight start, flight level 120 between 120 and 350 knots. Now you put the engine starts on a few times and tried to start the aircraft and it was not doing it under 12,000 feet. It was down around 190 knots all the way down, keeping it stable. If you look at the vertical speed, you'll see that come between around just over 1,000, where we held that there for the 190. And on the ground speed, the ground speed was around 219. So right now we're just basically following track back towards Helsinki. We're going to make a right turn in just a few moments time, and then we'll see if we can land this aircraft down onto runway 04 right. So right now just lowering the pitch a little just to maintain speed. The ram air turbine is doing a great job right now of just giving us a little bit of power. Always our altitude, as I got the systems to freeze as well. So just coming through 10,000 feet now. We've already got our landing lights and everything is on as we're now making that right turn back to Helsinki. Now this is where the altitude is very important on our rate of descent for our speed. So we're just coming down through 10,000 feet now. So right now we're just coming down where Helsinki will be right in front of us. We'll see the airport lights in just a few moments time. Whereas now we're going to hold our speed and try and keep it. So if we look at our dials here, you can see we're just holding that 190 above, and we're coming down just under 9,000, trying to keep our rate of descent just over 1,000 feet per minute. That is how the aircraft is going to hold with its weight. We put the auto brake to max as well. Now we'll slip to 190. Between 190 and 194 all the way down. I flew it in visually. So right now just passing 9,200 feet. The altimeter is set at 1013. We've got the auto brake set to max. And there is runway 04 left just popped up. We're going to make a slight adjustment and come over onto 04 right. Send through 8,008 now, currently still holding around 192 and coming down around just over 1,000 feet per minute. So don't worry about this dial anymore, or this dial, just worry about the vertical speed, our speed and altitude. So these three right here, just keep an eye on them. So we'll always hold in this for around 1,000 to 1,500 feet, more to 1,300, as that was sort of the ideal descent rate, to hold 190. Until I was happy that we was following the puppies, I wanted to be a lot higher. Came down on flaps 15, but I didn't open them with the gear until very last minute, when I was sure that we were going to come down on that descent rate and not run the runway too short. So coming down now through 7,000 feet. At this point I'm probably looking at the airport thinking, are we going to make it, or are we going to have to go in for a belly landing? Everything is all set visually for what we need. Now it is a time to, if in real life, pray that the aircraft makes it down onto the ground. So we tried our engine starts numerous of times. Didn't want to work as we put failures in to shut down majority of the electrics and our displays. So we've got our backups, which are there, and they are working, which are these three here. So we're still holding around 190, coming down just over 1,000 feet, maybe 1,100. We're just passing through 6,700 feet. So right now we're just deviating off, so we can come back onto runway 04 right, which will be the 040 course. So just starting to make that left turn back slowly, calmly, to make sure everything, we don't lose any more speed than we need to. So right now we're just coming down currently to around 192 still, passing through 5,000 feet, and we're just coming down between 1,000 and 1,100 feet per minute. Holding it nice and stable as we have no engine power at all. And we'll do the landing cinematics of the flight after, so you guys can see. Haven't done any failures, so to do something like this, it's all or nothing. 13 miles out now from Helsinki. So it's 30 miles out, and we are currently just near. Opened up the flaps and gear very late to make sure that we didn't lose any unnecessary speed, so we kept stable. So now we're at 190, going down, making slight minor corrections. So we are currently on the 040 course when we line back up. Got the auto brake set to max, and we are now in reach of the runway. So I made sure that the puppies were white as we came down. I'd rather be too high than too low. Send it through 3,500. And if we was to intercept the ILS, we'd be intercepting at 3,003. So right about now we would be intercepting for the ILS, waiting for the glide slope to come down. So we've got no instrument, so we can't see that. So this was telling me that I am in reach of the ILS. So right now we are where we need to be height-wise before we start making that descent down. So right now I'm starting to lower the nose to come in, as I'm quite happy now that the aircraft is stable enough and high enough to come down on the approach without us running short of the threshold. Runway 04 right, we have a threshold elevation of 151. We've got a minimums of 200. Don't think the minimums really matter today. And we're coming down nice and stable on the approach. Got the 114.2 setting for the DME, and we're currently 6 miles out from the approach. Still no flaps or gear, so I don't want the aircraft to lose too much speed. So now what we will start to do is we'll start lowering our flaps and getting the aircraft all prepared to come down. So there's flaps 1. Then we'll go to flaps 15. And we'll come down on flaps 15. So we've not got too much drag to slow us down too quick. So slowing down now through 190, still coming in very fast. Gear down. Slowly, slowly slowing down.
1,000. Pull up.
Okay, so flaps are set, gears down. We are high, coming in on a very high, steep angle. Auto brake set to max, keeping us stable.
Terrain, terrain.
One thing that was left on was the engine starts, which you might see on
Terrain,
the outside.
up.
So here we go now.
Sync rate.
Coming over minimums, continue.
Pull up. Pull 100.
Keeping us stable.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Okay. So nose down. Auto brake will do its work now. Opened up the reversers just for the sake of it. And stall is irrelevant. So what we'll do is we'll go into our landing cinematics and you guys can see exactly what happened from the outside when the disaster struck. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all when we get back on the ground.